Hey everybody, thanks for watching this week. I just wanted to do a quick video on here of something that I just found out about, which is super exciting. So I'm super excited and I'm giving you the information because it just sounds too good to be true for those of you that want to leave this Babylonian type of system and you're a patriot and you're just like so fed up with everything that's going on and you want to know what's going on. I'm going to give you down below a link to this incredible website that was sent to me. And I had things to do yesterday. I spent my whole day just watching videos about this on that channel and learning all of this stuff. So I wrote like a whole bunch of notes here in my notebook so I can kind of give you a gist of what's going on, but I'm going to give you the link so you can go down below and discover for yourself. So basically, let me explain what's going on in our government right now and why everything is so messed up. Basically, the United States is a corporation. I think a lot of people know that, but if you don't know that, it's time for you to know that. This is why we're having all the issues that we are having, because it is an illegitimate corporation. That's right. It's an illegitimate corporation. That means that whatever's going on there right now is illegitimate, because we are not supposed to be a corporation, but we've been a corporation for over 150 years. We've been pillaged in this corrupt system for so many years, only because nobody told us that this was happening. So basically, the United States is running under three corporations. We have the America, we have U.S. citizen, and we have citizen of the United States. So there's different things there. This website will explain so much more. You're going to be blown away by the amount of stuff that this woman has on there. She's amazing. She's got so much information on there, and I'm just so glad that I came upon this, because I really am thinking of turning over to becoming a nationalist. So bear with me so I can explain more to you. These people have been running this fiasco and this charade for so many years. We now have to take our country and reclaim our government. That is something that has to be done, and it has to be done by different districts and assemblies. And all of this is on the website, so you can understand to do this. This is not a sponsored video. This is just something that I wanted to get out there for some of you who are feeling like you're helpless inside this corrupt system, when you have a corrupt IRS and you're paying property taxes for things that you don't want to be a part of, and you don't want to continue to pay money for these people who are up at the Capitol and the White House, just running us all of these crazy bills and stuff like that. So this woman is going to give you a lot of stuff on this website that you don't even have to go doing. I mean, basically all of this is free. She's on donation only. So what we have to do is we have to take action, basically, to reclaim our government. And what we have to do is take action to self-govern, to regain our government. And that's what the whole Constitution was about. That's what the founding fathers wanted us to do. He didn't want us to have representatives to do everything for us, because guess what? That's exactly what happened, is they came in there and they stopped working for us. And then on top of that, they were doing stuff and we weren't even watching. We're the employers. But they went around and twisted everything around to make it seem like we are the employees and not the employers. This is why you can call Pelosi, you can call anybody that you want. They won't listen to you. They won't listen to you because they have conjured up a system that under this corporation that makes us the employees instead of the employers. So now that makes us, because of the way that they've done all of this, it makes us that we are operating this country as a territorial municipality. There's this whole thing there about this. So we have this problem where they're evading. This is how they're evading the Constitution, with the way that they've set up this corporation, and how they're all employees of this corporation. All of them are employees of the corporation. But wait till you find out who owns this corporation. That's what you really want to know, because that's what's going to tell you who is the master puppeteer from the top, moving the strings of the people on the bottom. So basically, let me give you a little bit of information on the history of all this. So for 150 years, we have been into this situation. And this is why what you're seeing now is the result of the corruption that has basically, they were hiding it before, but now they're not even hiding it because they're making so much money from this that they're just like, we can't do anything to them because they have twisted everything around to make themselves employers instead of employees. So for 150 years now, we have to reconstruct this system. And right now, the contract that is out there gives all our power to foreign powers who took ownership of these contracts. So this is why you're seeing all of this foreign stuff, and they're being controlled by all these foreign entities. This form of manipulation of these foreign powers that they have created so that it benefits themselves. It doesn't benefit us. It benefits themselves. This is all illegal because this fraud is actually against the Geneva Convention and against the Hague. I think it's called Hague. And this is how they are using all of this to evade justice. This is why you haven't seen anybody get arrested, because they convert themselves to nationalists. This is my opinion. She didn't say, I haven't come upon this yet, but based on the things that I've seen, what a nationalist is, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes, is you have these special powers. Now you're out of this system. And that's what we want to do. We want to reclaim our right and the right of our families and our generations before us in order to recover and get out of this Babylonian type system. In other words, we want to recover our sovereign rights. This is very important. Sovereign rights is what you want. Right now, you are under the corporation. Everybody is with your birth certificate. And she'll give you and explain to you everything that's happened with these birth certificate and bonds and all of this chaos that they created for all of us. And the results of what you're seeing right now, this illegitimate government, is actually what's happening right now. So basically, at this point, what they have done, I think it was 2008, they saw all of this stuff that was happening. And this organization went ahead and created 50 state assemblies, one for each of the states, to reclaim the new municipal contracts via land trust that was expiring. So that means that all that tax money has to go back to the state assemblies, which is really exciting for all of you because all of that money goes back to the people, but you have to go ahead and you have to claim it. You have to claim who you are. So last year, supposedly in November, the U.S. went bankrupt under Chapter 7 and is no longer. This is why you see all of the stuff that is happening right now. So what these 50 state assemblies have done is they have organized themselves basically to start the government the way the founding fathers had wanted us to self-govern, not have these fake, illegitimate corporations controlling the country. 1865 war was a mercenary conflict, and it was never declared ended. It never declared. There was never a peace treaty that was ever established after this war. So the president at the time just declared that the land was at peace, and he did it several times, but there was no actual treaty saying that the war was over. So basically what's happening is this country has been at war for 150 years. It's basically what it is. We have to put play in action. We have to actually do what our founding fathers say, which is to be a part of governing ourselves and making sure that we are not part of the corporation with our birth certificate, or even if you were naturalized like I came here and became a citizen. Now I can actually have my rights take myself back out of this system. So it's really exciting. What's going on right now with our government right now? Mr. B is basically, well, from what I understand, from what she's telling me, from what I saw in the video, is basically he is considered a municipal citizen, and he is an employer. He's employed by the employer and not in charge because he is a fraud. And we have the problem where we have the Vatican who's in charge, and we have the British Crown, which really controls a lot of these corporations, and we're being controlled under them. So that is up there, who is the head of that. So basically, we have to really fight for our freedoms from this corrupt feudalism that's happening in our country right now. So what nationalists do is they get special protections because they're getting their title back from their birth certificate. And that's one of the things she's going to explain to you, all of that stuff on there. And actually, she even goes as far to say that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton had become they had done all of this back when they became nationalists, when they were back in law school. So that's why she's exempt from going to jail. And a lot of these people, this is why they don't go to jail, because they can't. You can't fight them from this system, from this court system, can't fight in the other court system. That's why you want to get yourself out of this Babylonian type of corporate system that really has nothing to do with God, because God gave us sovereign rights to own land, to live on this planet. We're not supposed to be controlled by anybody. We are actually the ones. This land was made but for the people are supposed to be the ones in control, not these corporations. So they have basically defrauded us for about 150 years. And she'll go and you won't get tired of watching this video. And it makes so much sense to what's going on right now. There's a collective effort at this point to educate people. And that's why I'm putting this video out. And she's got a lot of videos on that website where she starts educating about what exactly is going on, how the IRS is also a bogus system that we're not supposed to be paying into. So if you've been paying into IRS, this is your chance to recuperate a lot of the things that they've done to you. It used to be called the 928 process, was the process that you had to go through in order to get your name back. And there's a whole, she talks to you about all of the way that they sneakily incorporated and how they changed, like just changing the letters from capital to lowercase changes a lot. And you'll see that she explains all of this to you in the legal format. So basically the way that you had to take your name back and recuperate it under the sovereign rights to get you out of this Babylonian type corporate system ruling over you. Now they really can't rule over you because now they have to come down to your jurisdiction, and it's going to be hard for them to do that. So the process was very expensive under a 928 process that it was called, but she has simplified it for us. She has put it into a one-page document called the 1779 Declaration on the website. So, and she gives you instructions on how to go ahead and do all of this and help. But you really have to be trying to govern and help to govern with these assemblies. So it's wise for you to join one of these assemblies within your state so that you can also be a part of building up the structure that they're trying to build up as well. I'm super interested in this system. For me, this has been wonderful because I know that I've been asking God for revelation, for answers to what's going on. And I kind of know, I've kind of seen some things, but she's actually a judge in Alaska, so she knows her stuff. And she'll talk to you about how judges in this country, they don't listen to us because we're not their employers. They're employed by the corporation. And this is why you're seeing that nothing that we do or say, nothing is happening. And a lot of the military is also involved in all of this. So basically, you want to protect yourself at this point. You want to take your property out of this Babylonian system. You don't want to be a part of this system at all when they come after whatever it is that they're going to try to come after. And give yourself some protection so they don't come after you, so you don't have to pay the IRS anymore. Hopefully you can recuperate a lot of the money that you spent. And other benefits from doing this is also you won't have to pay like registration for your car anymore, and lots of things that she mentions on the website that are amazing because of all the fraud that has happened on this country. So I will link it down below. Her name is Anna von Reitz, and she is she works for the justice system. Well, she's retired now, but she's worked for the justice system in Alaska, and that's where she gets all of this information from. So this is really exciting information. I hope that you all who are interested in really getting out of this Babylonian system. I know that I am. I'm just so tired of, paying taxes to money that's going hidden through venues through the tax system for things that I'm opposed to. And I just want to get out of the system. So I am really definitely thinking about doing this. If you go to the website, and I'll link it down below, and spend some time there looking this over, let me know, come back and let me know if you're doing this, if you're moving forward, or if you saw something on there that was questionable, because I'd be interested to know, because I'm definitely thinking of doing this and moving forward with this. And if I do, I promise that I will bring it on my channel, show you what I'm doing to move forward with this. I just have a couple of questions that I have to ask her. If you have questions after going to the website that you want me to ask her, go ahead and put it down in the comments so I can compile a list of questions, my questions and your questions as well. So when I do contact them, I kind of get some information on there. They have, I think it's a webinar Thursdays and Monday. I think the Assemblies have a webinar on Thursdays, and Anna Von Wright, she has hers on Monday. So we are able to go on there, connect, and watch the webinar and get more information. She's really open about all the stuff that, all the articles and all the paperwork and all this stuff on her website. So if you don't want to do it for right now, you're complicated, you don't want to do it, why don't you go over there, take a look, and maybe give them a donation. These people are really trying to do their best, and they work basically off of donations. This is not sponsored or anything like that. I just want you to be able to make your own determination whether you think this is a good organization to be able to help them in the process of bringing back our country. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless, and take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.